Oh, excuse me. Hey everybody, John the Food Scientist here. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for coming back. Today we're going to be talking about your fruit and why it ripens. This topic came up from a viewer question from LizzieThatBar, in which she asked, is it true that apples make the other produce go bad faster when you store them together in the fridge? The long and short answer, Lizzie, is yes, that is in fact true. Now let's get into some of the specifics as to why and how. Now you might be wondering why I titled this video like a 10-year-old. And it does in fact have to do with what we're talking today, because your fruit does in fact have gas. Now, as disgusting as that may sound, it's not a bad type of gas. It is actually a good type of gas because it makes fruit palatable for us to eat. And it's called ethylene. Ethylene is a naturally occurring thing. All fruits produce it at some level, and most fruits are affected by it in some way. And ethylene is considered a hormone because it makes your fruit undergo these changes to make them ripen and mature. You could almost say that ethylene forces your fruit to go into puberty before it matures and becomes an adult fruit. It might be a good analogy, or I just completely ruined fruit for you, and I apologize. But now when we're eating fruit, we don't really think about what a fruit is to a plant. In essence, a fruit is a method for a plant to propagate and spread itself around as much as possible. So essentially, a plant wants to make that fruit as attractive as possible for somebody or something to come along and eat and then spread the seeds around for it. And that's why the fruit becomes ripe and nice and either red, yellow, or orange, very vibrant color to catch your eye and make it look very attractive. Ethylene helps in that process by making it go from either a green, unripe color, such as this banana, to a little more attractive yellow color, such as this ripe banana. So ethylene acts in both adjusting the color, and it also helps with the flavor and texture, in that it activates some enzymes within your fruit to break down starches and create sugars and make your fruit sweeter and softer to eat. Now, something that I didn't know is that there's two types of fruit, one of which will ripen after you pick it, and the other, which has to stay on the vine to continue ripening and getting sweeter and more colorful. So apples, bananas, a few types of melon, and tomatoes, for example, those will all continue ripening after they are picked. And so if you store them together, they all produce ethylene gas, and they will in effect cause one another to ripen faster. And that's also why grocery stores and other markets tend to pick these fruits before they are fully ripened, because they can, in essence, control how quickly they ripen before they bring them to market. Now, the other types of fruits which have to stay on the vine to ripen includes such things as strawberries, grapes, and blueberries. Those need the nutrients and other environmental factors from the plant itself to undergo this maturation process and become ready and good for you to eat. So, in summation, yes, it is true that your fruit will cause your other produce to ripen more rapidly if you store it together, which is why you always hear that old mother's tale of putting your bananas in a brown paper bag, because it allows that ethylene gas to act in a closed environment and effectively make your bananas turn yellow a lot faster, or brown if you forget about them. So I hope that answered your question, Lizzie. Thank you very much for writing in. If any of you other viewers out there have anything at all that you want me to address on the show, please be sure to leave a comment down below. And if I did an okay job of telling you about fruit puberty today, please make sure to leave a like or subscribe so you can come back and join me in my further kitchen adventures. So until next time, I'm John the Food Scientist. Happy eating, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.